You can see with the turbos off, some foreign something got into that compressor housing, which chewed up the end of the turbo pretty good, but that's nothing compared to the driver's side turbo. These are both the GT30s. Okay, I'm back. It's been about 2 weeks since I shot the last video for the update on the Camaro project, not Camaro, Corvette, the C6 Corvette project. I showed you the turbos, they were destroyed, so I got those sent off to Boost Lab. Boost Lab also did the pair of turbos on the silver Skyline GTR R32 project about a year ago for me. If you want to check that video out, I had a pair of like GT28s upgraded with billet wheels. They did those, they worked out fine. That car just made, I think, 540 wheel. So I sent these GT30s off to them to be rebuilt, and I just got them back, so I'll go ahead and unbox them and show you what I got. And this definitely was not cheap, a cheap rebuild, I'll put it that way, but hopefully worthwhile. It was a pair of APS modified GT30s, so it took some work to get the compressor wheel right. So I'll get these opened up. Looks good, looks brand new, like they've never been on the car. One reason I did this instead of putting, trying to find something else to fit, these were internally gated in a really tight spot on the car, so I didn't want to risk changing the CHRA or going to a different turbo, because I had to use this same T25 housing, this same cut wheel, for it to all fit back exactly how it's supposed to be, because there's such little room where these mount next to the transmission. The best bet was to see if we could get these rebuilt to drop right back in how they were originally. It looks great. I'll show you these so you can see a good before and after comparison of what I sent off and what I got back. It looks good. Again, these are modified APS GT30s. So if anyone is wondering, a regular GT30 CHRA or center section will not just drop into these compressor housings. They have done something to the wheels, or Garrett did that deal for them. They're no longer in business. But I can guarantee you that you can't just drop the 3076 compressor wheel or CHRA into these housings and it work. They did good prep work on the exhaust housing, getting it all clean and blasted. And just compare the old 8-up compressor wheels to what I have now. So we're back in business. That's a good shot of the turbine side. So what we'll do now is get the wastegates and everything bolted back up, the water and oil fittings back on, and get these ready to go back on the manifolds and in the car. I've already got some new studs to go back in it, along with our lock and nut hardware. And yeah, these are good to go. Alright, we've got these ready to go, so Ryan will be in. He'll start putting it all back together. Still got to clean a lot of oil out of the downpipes to get everything prepped and back on the car. To make sure every bolt is accounted for and everything goes back together. Since this car's never really been apart, some of the bolts were locked up, so you had to cut them out. So I've got new studs and everything else to replace those. So we'll get it ready to go, get it back installed. And now just waiting for the pump, I can't think, for the pump to come back in. And we should be able to test the old pump to find out what made it fail. Get the new pump on. I've also got a new lower radiator support. This one on the car was cut up for some reason and broken, so got a new one from GM coming in to get the front radiator support back upright. Replace the intake tubes for the turbos, and get all the oil cleaned out, and we should be good to go. So I'll show you more of that later, but I appreciate you checking out the video, and just stay tuned. We'll have this thing back ready to make 500-600 horsepower and get it ready to go.
Ovation, 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 ovation.